A reef may be tens of thousands of years old, but corals never stop growing. And as they grow, they compete for space with their neighbours using chemicals and stinging cells. The conflict between coral neighbours gives the reef its maze-like structure. It creates a three-dimensional puzzle of gaps and crevices that's more like a giant sieve than a solid wall. Currents percolate throughout the reef, bringing food and oxygen to every creature. Crevices are eagerly sought by a myriad of shrimps and lobsters. Tasty crustaceans need all the protection they can find. Many arrived here as tiny larvae swept on currents from as far away as East Africa. Predators lurk in the rocky canyons. Stonefish are perfectly camouflaged for ambush hunting. But they have another tactic: burial. With so many crevice dwellers, it's inevitable that many crevice predators have evolved as well. The sea snake is hunting for gobies and small eels. The reef attracts open water hunters too. When cuttlefish hunt, they flash. It's not certain why, but perhaps the rippling colours mesmerize small fish. They cruise the reef, scanning with sharp eyes that act like rangefinders. But not all tentacles are so mobile. This anemone waits for prey to touch its tentacles. They are primed and ready to stung. The tentacles draw the victim into a central mouth. An anemone is a single polyp, a giant relative of tiny coral polyps. In fact, there are many other members of the stinging coral family on the reef. Soft corals can create colonies by cloning exact replicas of themselves. Others have opted for branching forms, mirroring the trees above them. But instead of leaves, Gorgonian fans have tiny polyps straining the current. Their branches shelter juvenile fish. Each elegant fan also hosts beautifully hidden residents. Gobies perfectly match their fan's colour and form. But coral fans hide even more remarkable masters of disguise. There are at least 5 pygmy seahorses living on this branch. They're so specialized, they live only on Gorgonian fans. Most fan species here host their own matching species of pygmy seahorse. Many have been discovered only recently. The most recent is also the smallest. Hippocampus deniz is 16 millimeters head to tail, making it one of the smallest fish on the planet. A new type of fan inevitably leads to a new caste of creatures evolving to live on it. It's no wonder new species are being found here all the time. Most pygmy species are true stay-at-homes. not just because they precisely match their host fan, but also because their eggs are never sent away on the current. Like all seahorses, pygmy fathers carry eggs and young in a pouch. This male is heavily pregnant. His young are active, kicking against his pouch. They will soon swim away to find the exact host fan they need. The colour must match, no other kind will do. The best known and most intimate host-fish bond is that between anemones and clownfish. So why don't clownfish get stung by its tentacles? A young fish approaching a new anemone gently brushes against the tentacles, gradually anointing itself with mucus. After that, it never gets stung. Of nearly 1,000 anemone species in the world, just 10 are hosts to clownfish. All 10 live in this region close to Raja Ampat. Anemones protect their clownfish, but it's a two-way partnership. The fish also protects its host from predators, and anemones are high on the menu for butterfly fish. Young anemones without resident clowns are highly vulnerable. Some, like this bulb tentacle anemone, are totally reliant on clownfish and cannot survive without them. In fact, their tentacles only become swollen and bulbous when they have acquired clownfish. Much about this relationship remains a mystery.